All right, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to Mets Weekly as we are live at this very moment on YouTube and on X for watch along coverage of the Mets versus Diamondbacks game 39 of 162. But before we start, I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel for live episodes of our podcast that is live following every single regular season series. For those of you watching or listening on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on those post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are all in the description. So we are now in the middle game of this series, the eighth of the 9-game road trip out west. It started off. Where did this start off? Oh, yeah. Los Angeles. Then it went to Colorado, and now they're now in Arizona. The Mets get a win yesterday, which was offensively starved for about 9 innings, and then they finally came through in extras, finally being able to get a runner in from second base, and then following it up once again and getting a second run there. The pitching has been fantastic and has continued to be really, really good, especially with most of the pieces in the rotation, as well as the back end of the bullpen, which has been very, very impressive throughout this road trip. But the Mets just need to continue to win games. It doesn't really matter what the quality is. They just have to score more runs than the other team at this current moment, as they have dug themselves into quite a hole here already now at May 9th. So for those of you who did not tune in for us recapping the Mets versus Rockies series, that was the latest podcast episode, so make sure to go check that out. It's available on audio now as well. But either way, Game 2 of this series, and the Mets, as of right now, have the pitching advantage, and hopefully that does remain true, as Clay Holmes will be starting today. Game 2 of this series, as he is off to a scorching start, harboring a 1.69 earned run average. And he's been going deep into games, which has definitely been one thing that has been impressive about him, especially with his first year last year, where he just was not getting deep into games. And to be honest, understandable being a first-time starter, but still turning a good campaign. And right now we are seeing a year 2 starter leap from Clay Holmes so far. He will be going up against Merrill Kelly, who has made 4 starts so far this year, and they have been ugly. He has a near 10 earned run average, so hopefully the Mets can add on to that. First pitch, 7:15 p.m. We are about to start. But first, let's get into these starting lineups. First, for your visiting New York Mets, leading off the left fielder Juan Soto, batting second. The shortstop Bo Bichette, batting third. The designated hitter MJ Melendez, batting cleanup. The first baseman Mark Vientos, batting fifth. The right fielder Carson Bench, batting sixth. The second baseman Marcus Semien, batting seventh. The third baseman Brett Beatty, batting eighth. The catcher Francisco Alvarez, and batting ninth, the center fielder Tyrone Taylor. On the Diamondbacks side, Ketel Marte leading off and playing second base, was scratched yesterday due to an illness. He is back in the lineup today. Batting second, the right fielder Corbin Carroll. Batting third, the shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter Adrian Del Castillo. Batting fifth, the first baseman Ildemaro Vargas. Batting sixth, the third baseman Nolan Arenado. Batting seventh, the left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Batting eighth, the catcher Gabriel Moreno, and batting ninth, the center fielder, the rookie, making his first start in the majors. He made his first AB last night, Ryan Waldschmidt. So we're just about to get started, as it looks like they are honoring the late Bobby Cox, who actually passed away earlier this morning. One of the greatest managers of all time. I believe he is third all time in wins, but either way, let's hope we can see the continuation of the Mets' winning ways, which again have been better to start off May. Doesn't say much, but we will see. BFU saying Arizona wins 3-2 over the Mets. It could happen. Who knows? But we also have Tony in the chat saying, "What's up, Carson?" For those of you in here who are still flooding in here as the chat continues, And we get closer and closer to first pitch, which is in about 4 minutes, depending on what the broadcast looks like, because I know they like to drag things out the way that they do. But either way, Clay Holmes on the mound for the Mets, and Merrill Kelly, like we already said, will go out to the mound first, as this game in Arizona was just about to kick off. They're still paying homage to Bobby Cox once again. Most wins by MLB manager. I believe Bobby Cox is like third. I believe so. I'm not sure. Let me just check. He's fourth. He has 2,497 wins and 1,999 losses. So he is fourth all time with wins. Connie Mack number 1, John McGraw is number 3, number 2 is Tony La Russa. So a baseball legend, a baseball for lifer, as some people would say. So there you go. Let's see. Mets should have spent $42 million a year on pitchers. I think you're referring to the Bo Bichette contract. I already said it from the very beginning with Bo Bichette. I know the faults that he has as a player. The only thing I'm happy about is that it's not a 7-year deal. That's literally it. I'm glad that it's not the 7-year deal he was going to sign with the Phillies. So that's why I'm okay with the short term. But again, he does need to get it going. Absolutely. Definitely does. How you doing, Matt? Matt is not able to join us today, but he is the usual play-by-play guy here, so what's going on? But you know what? Listen, the Mets just have to keep playing winning baseball, or at least winning games. I mean, even if you want to do it in a fraudulent sense, I don't really care. But they have a lot of ground to make up at this current moment. So we'll see what happens. All right. Looks like we're just about to get started. Let's see. Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be on a little bit later. The Mets so far 15-23. Start the year. Not ideal, of course. There's Nolan Arenado, who homered last night. And it looks like we've got AJ Przinsky in the booth. And luckily, I have this muted, so I don't have to hear it. Awesome. Let's see. Looks like Bryce Harper left the game early for the Phillies today. See what happens there. Let's see if there's any updates besides that. They're showing the Mets right now. Their last 7 games, they're 5-2. Okay, so he left the first inning with a migraine. Okay. All right, so he'll be okay. I've gotten migraines plenty of times throughout my days. Like I'm saying, I'm like I'm 80 years old. Probably have the mindset of one. All right, we going to get this thing started, or are they going to just drag this thing out like they usually do? Demaro Vargas. Vargas is off to an insane breakout. He's 33. He's 34 years old, and this is by far the best we've ever seen him. What's going on, Daniel? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Exactly. All right. Well, let's see. NL Player of the Month. Yep, he's first in average, slugging, and OPS. So he's looked really, really good so far. Merrill Kelly will get the start, and it has been a mess for him so far. He has made 4 starts. He has just an earned run average under 10 so far. His last start, he gave up 8 earned runs against the Chicago White Sox at home. So trying to right the ship, and, knowing the Mets offense, maybe they'll allow him to do so, because the Mets offense has been pitiful so far. It was pitiful last night, and they ended up winning either way. But let's start this one up here as we are ready for first pitch here in Arizona. Let me just flip over the scoreboard to the top of the first as Juan Soto will lead off for the Mets. It will be Soto, Bichette, and then Melendez to start off the game. Of course, the Mets not at full strength right now. Down 3 key bats in the lineup from Lindor, Polanco, and Luis Robert Jr. Basically just trying to, I guess, bridge the gap in between then, even though we know that Lindor is going to be out for a while. Robert might be back next week. We'll see, considering what they thought, but we haven't really got much of an update there. So the Mets are just going to have to make do for what they have. So here's Juan Soto. He'll step in. This is now the 4th straight game that Soto will be leading off. First pitch is a sinker that misses down below, and it's 1-0 to Soto. They're saying he missed 15 games due to calf strain, of course, which he sustained in San Francisco. That one's inside, and it's 2-0 to Soto quickly. Merrill Kelly, always a guy who's talked about around the trade deadline as a depth piece that guys trade for, but hasn't been great for him so far. Fastball down the middle is popped up to the left side of the infield. Nolan Arenado waits for it to come down, makes the catch, and there's one away. Yeah, Soto, it's been back and forth here. There's Carlos Mendoza, the Does. That'll bring up Bo Bichette, batting second today. It's pretty much been our top 2 for the past few games. Bo Bichette off to a rough start, as we all know. 571 OPS, 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. First pitch to Bichette is in there for a strike at a fastball at 93 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. Bichette has quite a career against the Diamondbacks. 889 OPS. He's batting .310 against them in his career, so maybe channel some of that. That'd be cool. The 0-1 is lined, caught by Ketel Marte. Great play there by Ketel for the second out. Wow. Another well-struck ball by Bo Bichette there, and it results into an out. 2 down here in the inning. Good play there by Ketel Marte. Like I said, was scratched yesterday. Hyde not liking Soto in the leadoff spot. I don't like it either. I really don't. I like him probably third. I like Bichette in the leadoff spot a lot more, personally. Here's MJ Melendez. First pitch sails outside, and it's 1-0. Melendez, rough day at the plate yesterday. Lots of swung on and missed. And that pitch is in there. Curveball, and the count's even. Beatty would have hit a home run there. Sure. One. Curveball misses outside, and it's 2-1 to Melendez. Melendez, like we said, he's cooled off over the past few games, but he had such a raging hot start. Mets have him batting third at this current moment, like we said. Currently shorthanded offensively. 2-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And the count's even 2-2. Melendez, of course, had some years in Kansas City as a former top prospect. Didn't really pan out, and he signed with the Mets on a split deal this offseason. The 2-2 lays off that changeup as it's low and away, and that'll drive up a full count to Melendez with Mark Vientos on deck for the Mets here in the first. Three-two to Melendez. That one sails outside, a cutter that missed, and the Mets have their first base runner of the night, a 2-out walk to Melendez. That'll bring up Mark Vientos, who delivered the keynote offense last night. He gave them the lead in the second inning, his 5th home run of the year, and then gave them the lead once again in the 10th inning, an RBI double that was slashed into the left field corner to bring home Brett Beatty, who was the ghost runner at second base. Pickoff attempt there at first base. I don't think that was his A move, as Melendez gets back there safely. You know, the Mets suck so bad that Fox plays the Cardinals game on. Oh, wow, is the Cardinals game actually on? Wow. They probably moved them to like FS1 or something. Looks like Torey Lovello is challenging the play at first, the pickoff attempt. So, yeah. Seems like he's very confident there, too. So, let's see. Did he pick him off? He got him. He got him. That's going to retire the side. So, that review shouldn't take that long. We go to the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. No score here in Arizona, as Clay Holmes will come out to the mound. So Melendez gets picked off for the third out in the inning. Burnt Toast saying, hit the like button. You could possibly win a free quart of pork fried rice. That is true. Can't promise you one, though. We're not liable for that. That one's going to get overturned, so we'll go to the bottom of the first here. Either way, how's everybody's Saturday going? Let us know. I don't know why this is taking as long as it is. In your area. Okay. So I'm guessing you're in the Midwest area, probably? Yep. Overturned. Runner is out. Okay, there you go. So Clay Holmes will come out to the mound for the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Mets nothing. The Arizona Diamondbacks coming up. How many Mets get picked off? Stearns cheaped out on our first base coach. I don't even think it's, again, I don't think they get, that's probably the first time they've gotten picked off. I see, Ken, you're on a different account or something. What's going on? Oh, Florida. Okay. Who are they playing right now? The Cardinals. Who are the Cardinals playing? The Mets, the deal with Anton Richardson, he wanted a different job or something, right? And then there was something like the Mets couldn't give him pensions because they already gave pensions to the coaches that they hired. So it was too late for that. So he ended up going to Atlanta. Yeah, Cardinals. Cardinals are playing the Padres right now. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, so here's Clay Holmes. Like we've said, off to a tremendous start. 7 starts, a 1.69 earned run average across 42 and 2/3 innings. Most sinker usage in the MLB. Ketel Marte will lead off for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the first as that first pitch misses. Sinker away. And it's 1-0. Ketel Marte off to a slow start this year. Was scratched from the lineup yesterday with an illness. That sinker's in there for a strike, and the count's even 1-1. Let's see. I'd rather listen to you. I get a good laugh. Yeah, we make our jokes here. Don't worry. 1-1. That one is bounced right back to Clay Holmes. He plays it on 2 hops, throws on to first, 1 out. Struggles for Ketel Marte continue as they look at their lineup, as they're showing it on the screen. That'll bring up Corbin Carroll. First pitch to Carroll is a sweeper in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Corbin Carroll with 4 triples. He leads the NL. Off to a really good start. 0-1. Outside on a sinker, 1-1. One on the way. Bounced foul. How old is Carroll? 24, I think. 24, 25 maybe. You'll never guess who was picked over him. About to play Halo and watch and listen. Ranked no warm-up. Okay. Good luck to you. The 1-2. That one is bounced to the right side. Semien scoops it up. Throws on to first. 2 out. Semien made a nice diving play in the later innings last night. Beatty. Yep. Good old Beatty. Great pick, right? And today we are forced to listen to F and Smoltz. I don't know if Smoltz is in the booth. I think it's just Przinski with Ammon. Sinker, whoa, way outside by Holmes there, and it's 1-0. Ken, what's with the new account, man? Unless you're a different Ken, I don't know. That one's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. I don't know what's with the other account, man. What's the deal? You cosplaying as a different Ken? One. Sinker just clips the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Yeah, okay, so Corbin's 25 years old. Yeah. Ken Rosenthal. That one is looped into center field, but it'll stay up for Taylor, who is in center field. He will make the catch and retire the side. We go to the second. 3 up, 3 down for Clay Holmes. No score. That's not your Ken. I don't know. I don't know. He's usually more aggressive than that. Because if I were to ask him what the new account is, what's with the new account, he'd be like, "The fuck? How's this a fucking new account, you moron?" I don't know if that is Ken. You might be right, Tony. All right, so it'll be Vientos, Benj, and Semien for the second for the Mets. Has Doze punted this game yet? Not yet. Not yet. But the night is still young. Not Carson, I only call you a moron when you say moronic things. I never say moronic things, so you waste your time. I have other one blocked, so I wouldn't see him on the chat. This one I see. Okay. Yeah, Ken's harmless. He's a little too old, so you can confuse him a little bit. And well, shout out to everybody in here who is watching, who's here with us live. Make sure to hit the like button if you have not already. Subscribe if you have not already. Turn on the post notifications if you have not already. I see the hat is back. Getting new Pokemon cards. Yeah, apparently. I mean, I was told to wear the hat. I don't know who it was in the chat who said I should wear the hat instead of the beanie for the watch along. So we're keeping up that tradition. I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm at service to everybody else. Swing and a miss by Vientos. First pitch there. Hanzo's Grill. That cutter misses out low and outside, and it's 1-0. If the Mets won again, I'm all for it. I think so far we're 4-1 with the hat. So that's better, right? 1-1. That one sits outside as well. Mark Vientos, yesterday, like we said, multi-hit game. Drove in runs in both. Big game for him. The key is building on it, basically. That's the key. 2-1. Half swing, and he went around on a changeup that was going directly into his shin. And the count's even now 2-2. Badly fooled there by that off-speed pitch. Is that new elbow guards for him? Might be. It might be. I know he was rocking the Grimace stuff. 2-2 to Vientos. Changeup misses low. That'll drive up a full count with Benj on deck. There's some scattered shadows in there in the outfield in Arizona. It's now 4:30 there. Swing and a miss at that cutter. And Vientos is down on strikes. 1 down. There's Ken Rosenthal. And there's Brett Beatty. Those are two of my favorite people. I love those two. It's my favorite duo. Here's Benj. First pitch is a fastball that sits high, and it's 1-0. Benj is starting to heat up. He's looked good over the past 3-ish weeks. Bat's looking good. Been playing some really good defense from all outfield positions. That one is bounced foul. Change up. He's out in front on it. 1-1. There's Soto. He's probably what is Ken Rosenthal saying right now? He's just like mixing around like Soto rumors, how he doesn't want to be here. He's just making shit up probably. I don't even know. 1-1 now to Benj. And he lines that one into center field. It'll stay up for the center fielder Waldschmidt. His fellow rookie will make the catch. 2 down. Talking about bow ties. Oh. What a loser. Waldschmidt was called up yesterday for Alek Thomas, key piece to their World Series run in 2023. He was just designated for assignment. Oh, be interesting to see who picks him up. Here is Marcus Semien with 2 out and nobody on. First pitch misses outside. A fastball at 93. That's pretty much what you're going to see from Merrill Kelly. It's 93, maybe a few 94s. Definitely got the kitchen sink, though. The 1-0. That one is a slider that misses outside, and it's quickly 2-0 to Semien. Semien got his OPS to 600 right now, so we're on dangerous territory. Boy, if that could get to 700, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? 2-0. That one is line, base hit into left field, and that will be the Mets' first hit of the game. That belongs to Semien, so he goes above the 600 line on his OPS for the Mets' first hit of the game, and it's a 1-out single for Marcus Semien. So there we go. As the kids would say, or the adults would say, good piece of hitting there from Marcus Semien. That will bring up so automatically the day's ruined. Come on, Brett. It's Merrill Kelly, for fuck's sake, bro. Come on. First pitch is lined into right field. That is going to cut and split the outfielders and go all the way to the wall. Semien is rounding third. He is heading home, and it is an RBI double for Brett Baty as the Mets take a 1-0 lead here in the second. Beautiful piece of hitting from Brett Baty. I stand corrected. Boy, we'd like to see a lot more of that, wouldn't you? Too bad he's going to disappear afterwards, because that's basically what him and Vientos do, right? Guys, I'm just being honest. Sorry. Kind of just stick of the shtick there, but good piece of hitting there from Brett Baty. It's an RBI double, and the Mets lead 1-0. Oh, sorry.
She wanna go viral.
So here's Francisco Alvarez. He takes a strike. Looks like he's challenging that. And he might get that. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. Okay. So it's 1-0 instead. Sorry, Carson Beatty came through. Did I look pissed off? Semien got on his horse. Semien can run. Semien can run, guys. And Alvarez bounces that one to third. Easy play for Nolan. That'll retire the side. However, Brett Baty gives the Mets an early lead here in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Clay Holmes will come back out to the mound for his second inning of work. It is 1-0 Mets in Phoenix. So Brett Baty gets his one extra base hit of every 10 games right there. And he will go back to sleep. That's usually how that works, right? I'm aware that it's sarcasm. I'm aware. What if I did sarcasm right back to you and you didn't even realize it? Jesus, Ken, man. Ibby, fuck off. Really? Just like fuck off. Just fuck off. Oh, Carolina took the lead. Carolina? Okay. Yeah. No, like I said, if Carolina doesn't sweep that series, they have no excuses. They really don't. You can say anything. Nope, they gave the goal away. There's nothing you can say anymore. There's just nothing you can say. They have, this is probably their easiest path possible to the Stanley Cup final. I don't think they're going to win. But, because I think Colorado's the favorite. But Carolina should be coming out of the East. I told Ibby to fuck off. Again, listen. Clean out your ears, Ken. I know they get old. Your ears, your hearing starts to go as you get into your 80s. But Ibby, I told you to fuck off because of Beatty. That's why. You know, the usual. I think they may win it finally. We'll see. The Habs keep getting better. They do. They really do. They're gonna be contenders for years because they did a rebuild correctly, unlike the Rangers did. Adrian Del Castillo leads off in the second here for the Arizona Diamondbacks as he takes a strike. As the 0-1 here is on the way from Clay Holmes. That one misses. Sinker. Counts even 1-1. Adrian Del Castillo. He was pretty good last night. And that one's hit in the air to deep right field. Back goes Benj onto the track. He leaps, but it is gone. That'll tie the game, I think. No? It looked like it was gone. My bad. Not a home run. Okay. It looked gone. It looked like it ricocheted off something and came back. Oh, okay. So you just missed it. All right. I misjudged it. That's my bad. My bad. All right. So either way, it is the first hit for Arizona on the night. It looked like it left. I don't know if it was just me, but that does not tie the game. It's still 1-0. So that's a leadoff double there for Arizona, and that'll bring up Ildemaro Vargas. Jesus Christ. Takes a strike 0-1. Vargas has quite a career against the Mets. The 0-1 bounced right back to Clay Holmes. He checks the runner at second. He doesn't go anywhere. He throws over to first for the first out of the inning. Mark Vientos kind of had to waver that throw a little bit, get back into that. Yep. Holmes trying his best to injure Swaggy. Yeah. Let's see. We all did. Oh, apparently Ken. Apparently Ken was the only one who didn't see it, so he misjudged it. Okay, well, we'll just send Benj down to AAA because he's a bust. Here's Nolan Arenado, who's caught fire, as you can see here on the screen. Almost 1,100 OPS since April 24th. The 1-0. Sinker misses. And it's 2-0 here, so Holmes definitely using some bullets here. Holmes has been fantastic to start off the year. One of their most consistent pitchers out of the entire staff. The 2-0. Out sinker misses, and it is now 3-0 to Arenado. You've got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on deck. .3-0. That one misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Arenado to make it first and second with one out. That'll bring up Gurriel Jr. Vientos looks like that Latino version of the guy in Kiss with the makeup. I think, don't they all wear makeup? Or didn't they all wear makeup? I don't even know. Here's Gurriel with 2 on and 1 out, and that one misses badly. Sinker almost hit him, and it's 1-0. Gurriel, since April 26th, he's also been heating up as well. That sinker was called a ball, but it's going to be overturned as Alvarez is challenging that. He would be right. Complete blown call there by the umpire. Last night it was rough. Anybody see the home plate umpire last night? Boy, that was brutal. That guy could not identify a single sinker whatsoever, and that's something you don't want to see when you had Nolan McLean on the mound, who's a big sinker baller. Let's see. 1-1. Grounded foul. And it's 1-2. Francisco Alvarez has he's 14-11 on challenges so far. So good and some bad, but there's been some points where he hasn't been challenging that he should be challenging. The 1-2. Curveball bounced foul once again, right to the ball boy. Second pitch in a row. It's 1-2. Was Holmes have a shot at the All-Star game, best ERA in the NL? I mean, if he keeps pitching like this, yeah. I think it's Holmes and McLean is what you're looking at right now as their potential All-Stars at the moment. 1-2. Sweeper bends in there for a strike. He got punched out, but it looks like Gurriel's going to challenge it, and I believe he's going to be wrong. Unless, yep, no, that's the top of the zone right there. It's tough to identify a sweeper, especially when it cuts across the top part of the zone when it's usually supposed to be the bottom part of the zone. So there's 2 out. And Holmes is 1 out away from stranding these runners. Yeah, he got crossed up there. Got buckled. Beautiful pitch there by Clay Holmes. So 2 out and 2 on. That'll bring up Gabriel Moreno. Moreno was a few years ago acquired by Arizona in exchange for Dalton Varsho to the Toronto Blue Jays. Hasn't been fantastic for him. It's quickly 0-1. 0-1 to Moreno is a sinker in at 96 miles an hour, and it's quickly 0-2. And Holmes now has an out from this inning. Oh, 2. Bounced foul down the third base line. Change up that he just got a piece of. I love when opposing team uses dumb challenges. Looks like it's like Star Wars night or something at Chase Field. The 2-0 skips a little bit away from Alvarez, but the runners will hold. And it's 1-2 to Moreno. Alvarez, it's been quite a journey with his blocking. It doesn't seem like it has really improved at all. In fact, some would say he regressed in that sense. 2 on, 2 out, 1-2 to Moreno. Hit in the air, deep to left field. Back goes Soto onto the track, makes the catch, and does a little love tap to the wall. That was close, but it'll retire the side. A hit, a walk, 1 left. 2 left, excuse me. We go to the third. 1-0 Mets. Thank God that didn't leave. Star Wars night. Wonder if they're giving out Chewbacca belts. Dude, they got so pissed when I said that. They got so pissed. Bro, do you... I mean, half of me was trolling. Half of me wasn't. I'm not a Star Wars fan by any means. But... dude, the way they got so possessive over that was hilarious. It just gives me more ammo. That was great. They were ready to chop my damn head off. That was awesome. I have tickets for Thursday. Rain. Is it going to rain on Thursday? Thought it was gone. Yeah, exactly. You thought that was gone? Ken, fix your eyes. Is it going to rain? Because they're coming back home to play, what is it? It's Detroit and then the Yankees, right? Yeah, so Monday. Yeah, it looks like there is going to be some rain. All right, well, we'll see. I got plenty of friends, Ken. We're just sworn enemies. Has to be league-wide. Natty versus Houston had Star Wars in their crowd, too. I don't know shit about Star Wars, so I wouldn't know. I don't know a single thing. I know that it's a movie. Let's see. I swear a lot? Oh, I'm so fucking sorry for you, Ken. My bad. I'll fucking, I'll clean that up for you. McLean Star Wars bobblehead is Thursday. Oh, okay. Let's see. Lovello has been their manager for 10 years. Wow, it's been a while. Here's Tyrone Taylor. Takes a ball outside. Batting ninth tonight. Taylor is yet to get it going offensively. More of a part-time player, as we all know. He pops that one up to the right side, into right field. Carroll makes the catch. One down. That'll turn over the order. That'll bring up Juan Soto. You had to act like you knew for 9 years. First pitch to Soto. Curveball sits. That is high and outside, and it's 1-0. Shout out to everyone in here. Make sure to hit the like button if you have not already. Subscribe. Turn on post notifications. The 1-0. That one misses outside, and it's 2-0. So you catfished him into thinking you knew Star Wars, but you actually didn't. The 2-0 is a fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1 to Soto. Oh, okay. Two one popped up. Waldschmidt races under it, makes the catch. 2 down. Soto in a slump. Yeah, I'm really not understanding why he's in the leadoff spot, but hey, what the hell do I know? Here's Bichette with 2 out and 2 on. 2 out and nobody on, excuse me. That's bounced foul down the third baseline. And it's 0-1. Bichette already 0 for 1 today after Ketel Marte made a fantastic catch on a liner, robbing him of a hit. 0-1. Cutter misses outside, and the count's now even. 1-1 to Bo. Swings and misses at that slider. And now it's 1-2. One, two. Slider misses, and the count's even once again. It's a strap, not a belt. I don't know, man. Looks like a belt to me. 2-2. Slash foul into the right field seats. Catcher wearing pink for Mother's Day. Maybe. Perhaps. 2-2 to Bichette. Lays off that slider in the dirt. That runs up a full count. Melendez on deck. Mets already up 1-0 here. Three-two to Bichette. Bounced foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. What's going on, Ram Jam? Three-two again from Kelly to Bichette. Is a fastball that misses outside. And Bo Bichette's on with a 2-out walk. That'll send it to MJ Melendez. Melendez walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch is lifted in the air to right field. Back goes Waldschmidt on the edge of the warning track to make the catch and retire the side. One walk, one left, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Mets. I'm not feeling Soto in the leadoff spot. Neither am I. Neither am I, man. Neither am I. I think Bichette's just better off in that spot, personally. Especially with Lindor out. It only makes sense. I would go Bichette, Lindor, Soto when it's fully healthy. That's what my preference would be. But I know that they really are very frowned upon on having two lefties bat back-to-back. Bring back Nimmo for leadoff? Yeah, no. Bichette lead. I think Bichette's just a better guy to have in that position. The only problem is he doesn't steal bases, which sucks. Which is why, I mean, a guy that is fast, can get on base, and can also steal bases is my ideal leadoff hitter. And then usually your best hitter is your second hole hitter. But I think Soto is probably the best designed for that three hole. Lefty slash fake switch. So that'll bring up Waldschmidt, the rookie, making his first start. So far, 1 for 1. He got his first hit last night off of the left-handed Patriot. So that's quite an honor right there. The 1-0 on the way. That one dots just a little bit of the outside corner there for a strike, and the count's even. There's the Waldschmidt family right there. That sweeper misses high, and it's 2-1. Waldschmidt's 6 foot, 205. He's 23 years old. To 1, bounced foul near the away dugout. Counts even now, 2-2. Like I said, Waldschmidt, the corresponding move for Alek Thomas getting DFA'd, one of their key pieces to that World Series run in 2023. Hey, there's a Raiders fan there in the crowd. Oh, nice. Any Raider fans in here? 2-2. Is in there, and it's going to get overturned, and that is going to be a strikeout for Clay Holmes, as Alvy's now 3 for 3 on challenges today. Nice. So down goes Waldschmidt in his first at-bat of the day. 1 out. That'll turn over the order. That's going to get us to Ketel Marte. Success rate on challenges there. 60% catcher, which makes sense. 40% hitters. I haven't really seen many pitchers. Not many pitchers challenge as much. Unless they have been, I haven't been paying attention. First pitch is in there for a strike. Sinker. Hits the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Yes, rest in peace to Bobby Cox. 4th all-time in managerial wins. 0-1. That sinker misses, and now the count is even. Ketel Marte, like I said, off to a slow start this season. A 610 OPS, batting .207. 1-1. That sinker just clips the outside corner, and it's now 1-2. Surprised Doze hasn't tried Alvey in leadoff. He's tried everyone else. Yeah, he hasn't tried Beatty yet in leadoff. I don't want to give him any ideas, though. Ooh. The 1-2 bounced right back to Holmes. He shovels it towards Vientos for the second out, and Marte is retired. 2 down, nobody out. That'll bring up Corbin Carroll. Don't put that out into the universe. It might happen. That's a sweeper that is sails outside, and Alvarez was not able to catch it. Alvarez catch the ball. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Luckily, it was outside no matter what, but due process, of course. 1-0 to Carroll. Swing and a miss at that sinker. Beautiful. Beautiful tail end there to the glove side. And the count's even 1-1. One to Carroll. Sinker misses, 96 miles an hour. And it's out 2-1. Time is called. The 2-1. Grounded past Simeon and into right field for a base hit. And that's a 2-out hit for Arizona. Their second hit of the game. That'll bring up Geraldo Perdomo, who last night grounded into a very crucial 3 unassisted play that got Luke Weaver out of a jam. Perdomo had a phenomenal season last year. Pickoff attempt, and Coral's back there safely. First pitch to Perdomo, misses outside with sinker, and it's 1-0. Time is called there. Maybe a little too late. Who hits behind Soto? Nobody. As it looks like Mendoza is a little upset with time being called a little bit late there. Rightfully so. Definitely a little bit late. Well, someone was supposed to, they were all, probably would have been Polanco, but Polanco's out. That's probably where I would go fully healthy. Bichette, Lindor, Soto, Polanco, and then Robert, probably. Probably do it like that. And then maybe Alvarez after that. But they're probably going to do the left-right bullshit. That's sinkers in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Carroll with a leadoff first. And that is lined into left field, cut off by Soto for a base hit. Carroll will go to third. Runners at the corners here with 2 out. And that is the third hit of the day for Arizona. Good cutoff there by Soto in left field. Soto looking a lot more comfortable in left field in comparison to right field last year. These Mets games have no life in them. Was Polanco on the 15-day IL? He's on 10-day. Simeon saved that run. He did. Here's Adrian Del Castillo, who's been one of the best hitters in all of baseball with runners in scoring position. Now has an RBI opportunity right here. The Mets ahead 1-0. That sweeper misses. 1-0. Man. One 0. That one's in for a strike. How late can you be? Am I behind a lot? I think I'm like 1.5 pitches behind if you were to average it. I'm watching on the Fox Sports. I might switch over to my cable. Check swing, appeal to the third base umpire. He did not go, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss at a running away sinker. Huh. Hold on. Why is this refusing to do something here? Oh well. Ooh. 2-2 to Del Castillo. Curveball misses. Check swing. Appeal to the third base umpire. No, he did not go, and it'll ride a full count here. Perdomo will likely go with 2 out here and a full count. He may have went. Three-two to Del Castillo. That one misses. Curveball. And that'll load him up for Idamaro Vargas, who is a known Mets killer, who had his short time. Bobby Witt Jr. just had an inside-the-park home run around the league. Here comes the granny. All right, well, let's see. Ildemaro Vargas. Arizona making Clay Holmes work in this inning. That's up 1-0. First pitch to Vargas. Sinker misses low. Nowhere to put him. And the count's 1-0. Yeah. J.J. Weatherholt had one last night. 1-0 to Vargas. That one sails as Alvarez is able to catch that one. And it's 2-0. Nowhere to put him, Clay. Nowhere to put him. Let's lose every game this guy catches. Yeah, he's not a fantastic battery mate, as we've all, I think, all noticed. The 2-0. Sinker in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Did Tatis end up with... Yeah, no, he was fielding the inside the park home. He just completely misjudged the ball. Yeah, it's not been a good... hasn't been a good go for Tatis so far this year. Does not have a homer yet. It's May 9th. The 2-1 is slapped towards the vacated side past the diving Bo Bichette. Corbin Carroll comes in to score. Geraldo Perdomo comes in to score. And the Arizona Diamondbacks take the lead here in the third, 2-1. So Clay did what he usually does, get the ground ball, but went past a defender. And the Arizona Diamondbacks now have themselves a lead here, 2-1. Can't be walking guys like that. No roids to hit any. It's looking like it. He's not beating the allegations well. Here's Arenado. He fouls that one off his leg. And it's 0-1. That's what happens when you play with fire. Damn right. Well, the hitting, they can't just score one run today. They got to do a lot better than that. A 1 to Arenado. That sweeper misses. Counts even. Yep, walks are not good. Walks are no bueno. One. Sinker misses low. And it's now 2-0, 2-1 to Arenado. Holmes now already at 60 pitches. 2-1. Line foul. Two and two. 2 out. 2 on. 2 runs home here for the Diamondbacks. And a half swing flicked out to center field. Tyrone Taylor's got it. That'll retire the side, but not before the Arizona Diamondbacks take the lead here on a 2-run single by Ildemaro Vargas. Jesus Christ. I can't say it properly. I really can't, guys. So we go to the fourth. 2-1 Arizona. Can't just win with 1 run. As great as the pitching staff has been for us, they're not going to be completely perfect. So, even though Holmes has been very, very close to perfect so far this year. That late timeout, yeah, that could have been a factor. You never know. See if they can face the adversity here. It'll be Vientos, Benj, and then Simeon for the fourth. Mets are going to have to make some magic here. See if they can respond. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed on Twitter. Nothing I can say here. Okay. All right, shout out to everyone in here. Make sure to hit the like button if you have not already. Subscribe, turn on post notifications. Vientos will lead off the fourth for the Mets here, and that curveball clips the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. It's outside, and it's 1-1. One. Grounded to the right side. Ketel Marte takes a couple of steps, throws over to first. 1 out. Bobby Cox, 2,504 wins all time, 4th all time. 14 straight division titles with Atlanta. 5 NL pennants. World Series champion in 1995. 4-time manager of the year. And was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2014. It's quite a resume there. There's Benj. Fastball misses inside, and it's 1-0. Benj is 0 for 1. Well-struck ball last time it was up. 1-0. Check swing. He did not go, and it's 2-0 now to Benj. Curveball in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Kelly at 47 pitches here in the fourth. So Mets going to have to start making them work. 2-1 to Benj. Hit in the air, but not deep enough at all. Waldschmidt makes the catch. 2 down. So 2 well-struck balls from Benj so far. Both have resulted in outs. AJ is so stupid, acting like Clay never pitched with a runner in second, signaling pitches before. AJ is AJ, man. He's just AJ. Here's Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. And Rosenthal on the mic. And I don't need to hear it. First pitch to Semien. Slider misses. 1-0. Semien singled in the second. He scored a run. He's 1 for 1 on the day. 1-0 to Semien. Hit in the air, deep to center field. Back goes Waldschmidt onto the track. A few inches from the warning track. He makes the catch, retires the side. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-1, Arizona. So some well-struck balls against Merrill Kelly here, but nothing to show for it. Because that just can be baseball, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Make sure to hit the like button if you have not, guys, have not already. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. Some news coming from Shams. Steve Kerr just agreed to a 2-year contract to return to the Golden State Warriors as their head coach. He is now the highest paid coach in the NBA annually. Keeps him as the highest. So there you go. 2-1 might as well be 47-0. It's kind of how that feels, doesn't it? Lourdes Gurriel will lead off for Arizona. First pitch from Holmes is in there for a strike. 92-mile-an-hour sinker. Holmes already at 62 pitches here in the 4th inning. We'll see how long that goes. The 0-1 misses outside. The count's now even. One to Gurriel. Swung on and missed. Sinker on the bottom part of the plate. It's now 1-2. The 1-2 slapped the other way to the right side. Simeon plays it on 2 hops, makes the play over to first, 1 down. That'll bring up Gabriel Moreno, who looked like he was about to homer, but it stayed in the ballpark. Last time he was up, he's 0 for 1. Maybe there's a little bit of a different game plan here. First pitch is in there for a strike, a sinker at 93 miles an hour. Oh, 1 to Moreno. Bounced foul. Apologize if I'm yawning a lot, guys. It's been a long day. Oh, 2 to Moreno. That one is a cutter that completely missed. And it's 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed. Strike 3, got him on the sweeper. That was nowhere near the strike zone. 2 down. Quick inning is definitely needed here for Holmes, who was definitely worked in that 3rd inning there, where Arizona scored 2 runs. That'll bring up the rookie, Waldschmidt. First pitch is a curveball that misses inside and flicks out of the glove of Francisco Alvarez, and it's 1-0. Waldschmidt's 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up. The 1-0, swing and a miss at a sinker there, and the count is even once again at 1-1. Glad you aren't wearing the beanie, had his refreshing. Listen, I listened to the people, all right? I listened to the people. They said that the beanie was bad luck, so we'll go with it. Sweeper misses inside to Waldschmidt. Two and one. That one is fouled into the right field seats. And the count's now even 2-2. Holmes at 73 pitches. Just a look at the standings there. Mets sitting in last place. 10.5 games behind the Braves. Not great. As we can all say. Not great. Two-two to Waldschmidt. Swung on and missed at a sweeper that was right down the pipe. Looked like maybe gotten a piece of it, but Alvarez held on to it. And that will end the inning. We go to the fifth. 2-1, Arizona. Beatty carrying as usual. Yeah, man. Guess if we're playing pretend, yeah. Flip this. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So it will be Beatty, Alvarez, and Taylor. 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Mets win, I'm buying you a new hat. Why would you want to buy me a new hat if they keep winning while I'm wearing this hat? Yeah, this guy's stealing your shtick, man. You want to go claim it, Ibby? I don't know. Ibby, if you're available, you can join the stream if you want. I can send you the link. You guys want Ibby in here? I think Andrew said he's going to probably join in around a few minutes, but you never know. I don't know who that is. That is Matt Ibanez from Till Mets to Aspard. His co-host John Saponaro. They do a podcast for the Mets every week on Wednesday. Friends of the channel for multiple years now. They've been playing better as I watch you instead of the game. I just appreciate greatness. Beatty has greatness? Cool. Just to see him glaze for Beatty? That's funny. Actually, I need to add in the offline chat. Merrill Kelly back out for the fifth. He'll face Brett Beatty. Hold on, guys.
She wanna go viral.
Fouled down the first base line. Just add this in. Shit. I don't think that's gonna allow anything. Crap. Well, that's annoying. I'll figure it out when that gets there. The 0-2 swing and a miss at a down and in slider. Down goes Beatty on 3 pitches because, of course, he is back to being Beatty. 1 down. That'll bring up Francisco Alvarez, another fantastic homegrown player from the New York Mets. Great approach, though. Not at all. Swung on and missed to slider, and it's 0-1. That was prime Kelly. Prime Kelly. 0-1 to Alvarez in their slider, and it's quickly 0-2. 0-2. That is fouled. He just gets a piece of that changeup. He almost falls on his face. Has Kelly thrown a pitch higher than 92? I think he's top 93 so far, maybe 194. Yeah, they're just freaking getting buzzsawed by Merrill Kelly. Of course they are. Check swing, appeal to the first base umpire. He went. That is the third strikeout for Merrill Kelly. 2 down. That'll bring up Tyrone Taylor with 2 out and nobody on. First pitch. That one misses. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 fouled away. Counts even 1-1. Maybe I'll try that. I can try window. No. I guess not. That's annoying. 1-1. Bounced over the third base line, and that'll go all the way into the corner as Taylor will be on in standing with a 2-out double, and the tying run will now be at second. That is the Mets' third hit of the game. Breaking ball that just missed there. So there's a runner in scoring position now for Soto as it flips the top of the order. Soto so far 0 for 2 against Merrill Kelly. First pitch. Changeup misses outside, and it's 1-0. Soto, this would be a good time to come through here. That would be a nice time. 1-0. Fastball misses high. First base is open, so they might pitch around him. It's so taxing to watch. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna it's so taxing because like the approach is basically just the same constantly. So they're gonna intentionally walk Soto. Soto gets on. Runners at second and first. 2 out. Mets down 2-1. That will bring up Bo Bichette, another guy that we would like to see come through here. First pitch from Bo is lifted into the air to left field. I knew that wasn't going to leave. Gurriel catches it. And of course, we are swinging on the first pitch with runners in scoring position because that has basically been this team all fucking year. Halfway through the game, 2-1, Arizona. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Just effing brutal. Does Bichette even want to be here? I don't know. No clue. I have no clue. Can't even tell. I know I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be watching this horrendous offense right now. Pretty much unwatchable. I don't know why this isn't working on Chrome. I might have to just reset it. Who the hell knows? Clay Holmes will go out to the mound for the 5th inning here. He'll face Ketel Marte. 2-1 ball game. Wait until we get fucking housed by the Yankees, and then if they don't fire Mendoza, it tells me this organization doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't seem like they're going to let go of Mendoza. Seems like he's going to probably be here for the rest of the year at the rate that we're going. Hate to tell everyone that, but the 0-1 changeup misses. O's is here forever. Yep. Sounds about right, guys. Sounds about right. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. It is 3-1 to Ketel Marte. Corbin Carroll would be next. Will be next, excuse me. 3-1. Lifted into the air to shallow left field. Soto's calling off Bichette and Beatty. Makes the catch. 1 out. Anyone throwing in the pen? I don't think so right now. I'll probably give him another. It all depends on where the pitch count is at after the 5th. First pitch to Carroll sits high, and it's 1-0. Sinker misses, and it's 2-0. Hopefully, Kimbrel. You trying to lose? That one is grounded to the right side. Mark Vientos gets it on 2 hops. Steps on first. 2 down. And is that going to be it for Holmes? They just got coaching at the mound here. Oh, no, okay. Alvarez gets the mound there. Wants to discuss something. I'm cooking something and hear this in the background. Is cackling. Oh, I threw in a mid yawn car. It's been a long day, folks. It's been a long day. Very long. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Perdomo is 1 for 2 today. He scored a run in the 3rd. At some point, he's bringing Minaya in, and it's definitely GG. Probably, because Mendoza always thinks that whenever you're losing a game, you need to punt it. So That sweeper's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 is a curveball that misses. And it's 1-2 to Perdomo. Del Castillo on deck. One, two. Change up misses. Counts now even. Is it too much to ask for 3 to 4 runs consistently from this team? Yes. Yes, it is. Way too much. Two. In there for a called strike 3. Sinker at 96. Hits the inside corner. We go to the 6th. Mets down 2-1 in Arizona. We'll see if that's it for Clay Holmes. Likely will be. See who they bring in for the 6th. So Clay's definitely gone after this season. Well, he's definitely going to opt out of that 3rd year. But we'll see. It depends on this season that he has. They'll likely give him the qualifying offer. And we'll go from there. I'm not giving him an insane deal, though. There'll be Melendez, Vientos, and Benj for the Mets here in the 6th. Holmes better be starting the 6th. Pitch count is good enough to keep going. True, yeah. The only thing is the up-downs is something that between workload is something that they look at. I would put him out there for the 6th because, again, what are your other options right now? I mean, the bullpen has a decent amount of zeros in it. But we'll see. We will see. Give Holmes the Mania contract. Yeah, no thanks. All right. Can we get something going here, guys? Would that be nice? That'd be cute. Very cutesy and pixie. Merrill Kelly back out to the mound for the 6th inning. He's only thrown 63 pitches. That's a typical pitcher against the Mets. Fastball inside to MJ Melendez to start off the inning, and it's 1-0. Mets have been pretty much bailing him out on most of his shitty pitches. The 1-0 inside, and it's 2-0. That one misses inside, a curveball, and it's 3-0. Melendez is 0 for 1 with a walk today. 3-0, taking all the way. Fastball in there for a 3-1. Kelly with an 8.25 ERA. I mean, it was almost 10 ERA when he started off the game. So, yeah. 3-1, swing and a miss at a cutter. The count is now run full. This is just pathetic. Really is. Three-two. Line foul into the right field screen. We'll do it again. Maybe the Mets' strategy is to bore the opposition to sleep. That could be possible. Could be possible. 3-2, hit in the air to right field. Carroll easing to his right, makes the catch. A few steps away from the warning track. 1 down. That'll bring up Mark Vientos. Torey Lovello talking with Merrill Kelly there in the dugout, saying that this is very easy competition. That one's fouled away from Vientos, saying this is easy competition. You might pitch the entire game. That's probably what he said to him. Yo, 1. Changeup misses. The count's even. Yup. This team still can't hit it. 1-1. Fouled away. And it's 1-2. 1-2 to Vientos is fouled down the third base line. We'll do it again. One, two. High fastball foul away. Kane's going to overtime. Okay. One, two. Swing and a miss at a slider. And Vientos is down on strikes for the second time today. 2 down. Merrill fucking Kelly. Merrill Kelly. This is unwatchable. It really is. Here's Carson Benj with 2 out and nobody on. First pitch is in there for a strike at 93 miles an hour. Yo, 1 inside. At least the pasta came out well. Well, that we can give some claps to. What's going on, Sticky? 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? He went. 1-2. Then you have a manager that doesn't even have a pulse. Yep, true. This is just, it's a mess. It's a real mess to watch right now. 1-2 to Benj. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. That'll be now through 6 innings. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 2-1, Arizona. Jesus Christ. Games like this are just unwatchable trash. They really are. They will get lucky Yeah, they will get lucky and win a few games, and it's going to be impossible to get a 7 to 8 game winning streak with this lineup. Yeah. Unfortunately. They've dug themselves into quite a hole. See the Mets. What's going on at EVA? Yeah, the Mets offense is rolling again. They look great. Even when healthy, they can't hit. I disagree with that. I think the offense will be way better with that. But again, like even when it was fully healthy, that was not their true output. Like they were going to get going, but they haven't gotten a chance. It will be too late, probably. That's the problem. That's the dilemma you're facing right now. Clay Holmes back out to the mound for the 6th inning. He'll face Del Castillo, Ildemaro Vargas, and Nolan Arenado. First pitch, sweeper in there for a strike. Did he challenge that? I think he did. Maybe he didn't. Fox Graphics guy got it wrong. 0-1 to Del Castillo. The 0-1 is fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. Holmes at 89 pitches, pitching a really good game once again. He has been nothing but solid for the Mets rotation so far. However, you can't say the same about the offense, which has been pitiful. 0-2. Fouled away, curveball, left over the plate. Go to Del Castillo. Changeup misses outside. How is Bo Bichette a 300 hitter last year? He's got awful. I mean, he's always been a 300 hitter. But yeah, he's been bad. One-two to Del Castillo. Swung on and missed. And there's one out. That is Holmes' 6th strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Ildemaro Vargas, who is responsible for the 2 runs on the board for Arizona. 2-run single. First pitch is a sweeper in there for a strike as Vargas calls time. The 0-1 lifted into the air in the left center field. Taylor calls off Soto, makes the catch. 2 down. Bo looks like he has warning track power. All of them do, to be honest. Austin Warren getting warmed up in the Mets bullpen. Looks like this is going to be Clay Holmes' last batter, and it'll be Arenado. Arenado is 0 for 1. He walked in the second inning. First pitch is a sinker that just nips the inside corner up and in. And it's 0-1. You've got Brandon Clark getting ready for Arizona. Slashed foul to the third base side. And it's quickly 0-2 to Arenado. As Merrill Kelly is just smooth sailing right now. He's thrown 80 pitches. So he probably is good for another inning. And against this offense, he's probably good for another 4 innings. 0-2 to Arenado. That one misses completely outside. A sinker. Cutter. I think Merrill Kelly's done for the day. So maybe that's a sigh of relief for us. I don't know. That sinker is outside. Down. And it's now 2-2. This will be Holmes' 100th pitch of the game. 2-2. Foul down the third base line. We'll do it again, and we will see pitch number 101 from Holmes. And Alvarez calls time. Looks like Holmes was about to throw it, but he did not do so, as it looks like he's going to pay Holmes a visit. Asking for at least 3 consistent batters isn't much. Fucking hell. Yeah. I think the major problem is praying that Beatty, Alvarez, Mauricio, and Vientos break out eventually. It's not going to happen, not in New York. True. All for different reasons. This will be the 101st pitch from Clay Holmes. A very hefty workload in the third inning, where he gave up 2 runs. But other than that, he's been pretty efficient. 2-2. That one runs inside on Arenado as he takes a few steps back. Sinker. And the count runs full. Three-two. Popped foul. Back and out of play. And we'll do it one more time. As Arenado is making Holmes work a little bit here. Three-two. Lined base hit into the right field. As that's going to be a 2-out hit for Nolan Arenado, and that will likely do it for Clay Holmes, as they will probably bring in Austin Warren to face Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Good day from Clay Holmes once again. He's responsible for that runner at first, but so far, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on 103 pitches. So yet again, another great outing from Clay Holmes. His ERA balloons to 1.86. That score like a soccer team. Yeah, feels like it, doesn't it? Looks like Austin Warren. Over 100 pitches. I am shocked. Mendy let it get that high. Good outing for Holmes. Yep. Back to about good outings. And again, give them more than one fucking run. Nope, apparently not. That's apparently illegal here. Melendez coming back to earth. Tired of him batting third. It's rough right now. Austin Warren will come on in relief to face Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with a runner at first. Mets down 2-1 here in the sixth. There's your starter comparison there. Merrill Kelly, an outing of his life after having such a shitty start to the season. Nice little get-right lineup, as the Mets have been. And Clay Holmes will look on, as Austin Warren will come in for a relief with a runner at first. Warren has been good. 6 games, 1.17 earned run average. That one is grounded toward the middle of the diamond. Diving stop there by Bo Bichette on the first pitch swinging. Shovels it over to Semien, and that'll retire the side and close the book on Clay Holmes. 5 2/3 innings pitched. 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts on 103 pitches. As we go to the 7th, the Mets still down 2-1 here in Arizona. Anything, folks. Anything. Can you give me something? Any sort of life. Any sort of offense. Anything. This is just horrible. Warren will likely pitch the bottom of the 7th. Yep, not a good enough. Exactly. It's all Holmes' fault. It'll be Semien, Beatty, and then Alvarez for the Mets here in the 7th. Against possibly a new pitcher. I would love it to be so because it seems like they can't hit Merrill Kelly at all. This team is seriously flawed. You can say that again. Merrill Kelly, it looks like we'll go back out to the mound. It looked like he was almost done. I don't know. Whatever. Semien does have a home run against Merrill Kelly in his career, so he does also have a hit today. So, Semien, if you want to be a hero, please do. We got to rebuild, looks like. They got to get healthy first, and then we'll talk about it. Talk about that. It's going to hurt to see Clay Holmes and other teams' colors at the deadline. It's what it's aiming to be. Merrill Kelly back out to the mound, having the best start of his career ever. Semien fouls the first pitch back. And it's 0-1. Kelly at 81 pitches right now. Mets are not working counts. They're not doing jack shit, to be honest. A total of 3 hits. The 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Semien. Semien's 1 for 2 today with a single. He scored the only run for the Mets on a RBI double by Brett Beatty. 0-2, slashed down the third base line. Foul. We'll do it again. 0-2 to Simeon. Slider bounces outside, and it's 1-2. One, two. Swing and a miss at a slider. Down goes Simeon. One down. Unfucking watchable. That'll bring up Brett Beatty.
She wanna go viral.
First pitch is a called strike on a curveball, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 to Beatty. Outside and a changeup. Counts even. Kelly looking like Cy Young. Correct. 1-1. Fastball sits high, and it's 2-1. Oh my God. Beatty also has a home run against Merrill Kelly. 2-1. Called a ball, but that likely will get overturned. And even the count at 2-2. That one's high as well. That'll run a full count. Alvarez on deck. Mets still down 2-1. Three-two. Hit in the air to center field. Back goes Waldschmidt. He makes the catch over his shoulder. 2 down. Well struck ball there by Beatty. Once again, nothing to show for it. 106.8 miles an hour off the bat. That'll bring up Francisco Alvarez with 2 out and nobody on. Yep, pretty typical right there. First pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1. Cutter misses. Counts now even. 1-1 to Alvarez. Bounced foul on the third base line. And it's 1-2. Merrill Kelly now up to 94 pitches. So likely this will be his last inning. Would it be? Or his last batter, maybe? Seems like that'll be a sigh of relief. I have absolutely no idea because they cannot hit him whatsoever. Which is just great to see. Fantastic to see. One, two. Misses, and it's 2-2 to Alvarez. Two, grounded to shortstop. Perdomo on the backhand. Throws wide of the bag, but Alvarez is tagged out. That'll retire the side. Stretch time here in Arizona. The Mets still down 2-1. As Merrill Kelly has the game of his life against the Mets' disgustingly embarrassing offense. that can't hit a fucking beach ball. Why do our bad pitchers never have games like this? 3 hit by Merrill fucking Kelly. Pretty much says it all. I mean, that's a small sample. I'm not going to take that into account. Yeah, Robert was starting to cool off a little bit. Could have been to the injury, I don't know, but I know Polanco's a lot better than what he's been doing. Unbelievable. For those of you in here who have not hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe, turn on those post notifications. We are live for every single game, play-by-play commentary. We also have the podcast after every single regular season series. Canes won, so they're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Congrats to them. The hell? Oh my god. Austin Warren back out to the mound. He misses with a sweeper, and it's 1-0. Hockey, yep. Canes won. Just swept the Flyers. Sweeper in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Gabriel Moreno. Moreno's 0 for 2 today. One. Sweeper misses outside, and it's 2-1. That sweeper's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Canes have not lost a game all postseason. Play Torrens every day. That one is bounced to the right side. Simeon is up with it. Throws to first. 1 out. Philly team's getting swept. It's a good, nice sight, isn't it? That'll bring up Waldschmidt, the rookie, making his first start today. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. He'll face Warren for the first time. First pitch is a sweeper that is fouled away. The 1-1-0, the 0-1, excuse me, is in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Can we just accidentally happen upon a run? Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? But apparently we're just not willing to do that. The 0-2, sweeper misses outside, and it's 1-2 to Waldschmidt with Marte on deck. 1-2 is fouled down the third base line. 1-2. Like we said, Austin Warren has been nails for the Mets so far this year. 1.04 earned run average out of the bullpen. One, two. Strike three called on a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. 2 out, nobody on. That'll turn around the lineup for Ketel Marte. Yep, one goddamn run. One. It's Merrill Kelly. That's where we're at, guys. First pitch to Ketel Marte is a strike. That is not a strike, but we will take it, and it's 0-1. 95-mile-an-hour fastball there from Warren. The 0-1. Fastball sails high and away. Brandon Clark getting ready in the bullpen, so it looks like Merrill Kelly's day is done. 1-1, sweeper outside, and it's now 2-1 to Ketel Marte. Need a defensive error from Arizona to score another run. Pretty much. Sweeper in there for a strike, and the count's now even 2-2. Two is lined the opposite way to Juan Soto, who cannot come up with the catch. It rolls over to his right. He picks it up, and in standing with a 2-out double is Ketel Marte. Soto almost had it on that one. Just dropped right in front of him. And that's a 2-out base runner for Arizona. Yep, just hit the heel of his glove. That sucks. That'll bring up Corbin Carroll. Looks like Soto may have gotten a cut on his finger there. First pitch to Carroll is slammed out to right field. Over goes Benj at the edge of the warning track. He makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the 8th. The Mets farting around offensively. Looks like Brandon Clark will come in. Merrill Kelly's day is done after completely carving up the Mets. Having himself a get-right day. Maybe the Mets can wake up now. That would be cool. It's Taylor Clark, my bad. I keep calling him Brandon Clark. Brandon Clark does not play for the Diamondbacks. It'll be Taylor, Soto, and Bichette. Play the drop if you're going to say it. What did I say? What did I say? I forget. It's hopeless. Let's admit that. Mets are going to score now. Let's hope, right? Can we break the 8th to 9th inning comeback streak? That would be cool. Tyrone Taylor is 1 for 1 against Taylor Clark. It'll be Taylor on Taylor crime. If he does get a hit. But who knows if he will. Because everything seems hopeless right now. Uh-oh. Farting around. There you go. How about AJ Ewing for Taylor? AJ Ewing will be up here eventually, but not yet. Still needs to get his feet wet in AAA. Fuck. Here's Tyrone Taylor. Takes the first pitch, a sinker, 96 miles an hour from Taylor Clark, who is in for the 8th inning. Arson, read my shit. What happened? Terrible swing there from Taylor, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 outside, and it's 1-2. That one is lifted to center field. Back goes Waldschmidt onto the track. Makes the catch over his shoulder. 1 out. Probably won't hit Clark either. Likely. That'll bring up Juan Soto. Soto's 0 for 2 with a walk today. It was an intentional walk the last time he was up. First pitch is a fastball. It sits high. And it's 1-0 to Soto. Changeup misses outside, and it's 2-0 to Soto. Bichette on deck. We got Craig Kimbrell warming up. And Stepbro, Huskar Brazaban. 2-0. Swing and a miss at a cutter. Up and in. And it's 2-1 to Soto. Can Soto be clutch ever? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Too bad we don't live in that universe, right? Oh, God. One, 2 to Soto. In there for a strike. It's 2-2. Two. Bounce to shortstop. Perdomo gets it on the backhand. Throws to first to throw out Soto. 2 out. That'll bring up Bo Bichette. Bichette is 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch is a sinker that misses low, and it's 1-0. Kimbrell's in the pen. Yeah, why not? One-zero, swing and a miss at a slider. 1-1. All of them look like someone kicked their dog. 1-1 to Bichette. Lifted high in the air to deep left center field, but that is obviously not going to leave because life isn't fair. As Waldschmidt catches it to end the inning as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 2-1, Arizona. Craig Kimbrell will come in. Yay! So now that I've watched 8 innings of this offense being completely garbage, I get to watch Craig Kimbrell. I can't, man. I just can't. Yeah, it's very obvious what they should be doing, but they're not going to. So here's Craig Kimbrell to torture us even more. Geraldo Perdomo takes a strike, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Perdomo is 1 for 3 in his career against Kimbrell. Kimbrell is second among active save leaders. Like, that fucking matters. One 0, misses high, counts even. One 1, swing and a miss, and a sweeper down and in. It's 1-2. One 2, sails high, counts now even. Two 2, curveball bounced foul. Is Soto injured? I don't know. Law of averages says he pitches a 1-2-3 inning. Likely. Miscommunication here. What's going on, Michael? How you doing? Alvarez coming out to chat with Kimbrell. It will be Melendez, Vientos, and Benj for the Mets in the 9th. if Kimbrel were to hold on here. But the Mets offense is doing jack shit today. Two-two to Perdomo. Bounced foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. Kimbrel, for fuck's sake, dude. Two-two. Fastball inside. Runs the count full. Oh my god. It doesn't even feel like I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. It feels like I've been sitting here for 4.5. And that sweeper misses inside. Check swing over to the third base umpire. He did not go, and it's a leadoff walk. His back hurts. My eyes hurts watching it. What's going on, Carlos? I'm so over it. I'm genuinely over it. Here's Adrian Del Castillo. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk today. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch from Kimbrel. That one hits. That one's high. It's 1-0. Get him out. He's got to face one more batter after this. It's like detention. 1-0. Sits high. Alvarez is challenging that for some reason because he's a dumb fuck. And that'll remain 2-0. And Kimbrel can't find the plate. Nice one, Alvarez. That was great. You really showed them there. 3 inches off the fucking plate. Idiot. Let's now have one challenge remaining. 2-0. Fastball inside. And it's 3-0 to make this game even longer. He's lost. Yep. Walks will kill. Time to bring up the kids. This team is awful. Pickoff attempt by Kimbrel. Almost back there safely. Rio, up and away fastball. That's ball 4, and Kimbrel now has back-to-back walks to start off this inning. First and second, nobody out for Idamaro Vargas. These dead weights need to go. Yeah. Apparently they still believe in them, so I'm done screaming about it. First pitch to Vargas is popped up into shallow left field. Soto makes the catch, 1 out. That'll bring up Arenado. First pitch to Arenado is popped up in foul territory. Vientos under it, makes the catch, 2 out. So Kimbrel's now an out away from escaping this mess. Going to bring up Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who's 0 for 3 today. First pitch is in for a strike. Fastball at 95 miles an hour. 0-1. Paul Sewald warming up in the bullpen, the former Met. Sweeper misses, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 fastball outside, and it's 2-1 to Gurriel. Two one, excuse me. That one's fouled back. Now it's 2-2. And Kimbrel now has an out here in this inning. Two, swing and a miss at a sweeper in the other batter's box to retire the side. So Kimbrel walks the first two hitters he faced, strands them both, getting 3 straight outs. That'll retire the side. Last chance for the Mets here in the 9th. You have Melendez, Vientos, and Benj due up for the Mets here in the top of the 9th, and they will face former Mets Paul Sewald. Last time the Mets faced Sewald, Ronnie Mauricio walked him off at Citi Field. Maybe there's some magic once again. You'd hope, right? You'd hope. For those of you in here, make sure to like the stream. There is no post-game today, but there will be tomorrow. Matt will be back on the call for the series finale of this series in Arizona. And then, of course, the day after, which is going to be Monday, we will be going live for the Mets Weekly Podcast, episode number 206, to recap this series. Can't wait to see how tomorrow's game goes. We'll see. We still don't really know who the starter is. Maybe we get an opener. I don't know. But Paul Sewald comes in. Defensive switch here for Arizona. Jorge Barrosa replaces Lourdes Gurriel in left field. Ryan Waldschmidt, the rookie, goes from center field to left field. Jorge Barrosa is now in center field and will be batting 7th. It'll be Melendez, Vientos, and Benj here against Paul Sewald, the former Met. 206. I mean, we do it twice a week, so we probably, I don't know, 245 on deck for you. Okay. You guys usually do it every week, so that's about over 4 years, way over 4 years actually. Damn. Can't say that Mets content creators don't grind, folks. We show up, unlike the team does. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 0-1 quickly to MJ Melendez. Paul Sewald is 7 for 7 in save opportunities. The 0-1. Fastball misses outside. Counts now even. Melendez is 0 for 2. He's got a walk today. One popped foul into the seats, and it's 1-2. Sewald was a Met for a little bit. He was not good as a Met. The 1-2 fouled away. Who's pitching tomorrow? Well, David Peterson will probably pitch in the game, but they likely will use an opener. I don't know who that opener is going to be. Might be Brazaban because they did not use him tonight. 1-2 to Melendez. In there for a called strike. You going to challenge that? No? Okay. Team is so fucking stupid, I swear to God. Clearly not a strikeout. You have one challenge left. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's the fucking 9th inning. Here's Vientos. First pitch is fouled off. And it's 0-1. What are you just saving that in your back pocket? Save that challenge in your back pocket. Not like it's the 9th inning. The 0-1 bounced foul, and it's quickly 0-2 to Vientos. Benj on deck. Vientos has never faced Paul Sewald. The 0-2. Sweeper misses. One, two, lifted into the air to deep center field. Back goes Barossa. A few steps from into the warning track, makes the catch. 2 down here on the 9th. That'll bring up Carson Benj. Mark gave it a ride there, but it was no use. Here's Benj. Fastball misses outside, and it's 1-0. Benj is 0 for 3 today. He's hit the ball pretty well. 2 hard struck balls, but nothing to show for it. 1-0. Sweeper in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, Mendoza. Yeah, he probably is. Likely is. This team is that stupid. 1-1. Fastball misses outside. And it's 2-1. Mets 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Diamondbacks 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Fastball misses outside. And it's 3-1 to Benj. Simeon waits on deck. He would be next. Three one to Benj. Swing and a miss at a fastball, middle. And the Mets are now down to their final strike. As it's a full count to Benj. They're on their feet here in Arizona as they look to even up the series. Sewald sets 3-2, fouled away. We'll do it again. They're on their feet once again. 3-2 from Seawald to Benj. Fouled away. And we'll do it again. Benj does not get cheated on that swing. 3-2. Swung on and missed. That'll do it. As the Mets lose here in this second game of the series, 2-1 to the Diamondbacks, as the rubber match will be tomorrow on Sunday at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Mets with a pitiful, awful performance offensively. The bullpen, the pitching, once again does its job, but they hang them out to dry once again. You have hits from Simeon. Beatty drove in the only run. Taylor had one earlier, but the top five in your lineup goes a combined 0 for 17. And that was pretty much all she wrote. 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Didn't do much at all, as the Mets right now having the worst offense in baseball. It continues once again, and they lose tonight, falling to 15-24 on the season. Arizona improves to 18-20 on the season. And tomorrow we've got ourselves a rubber match starting at 4:10 against Eduardo Rodriguez. Likely going to be an opener. But either way, the Mets lose here 2-1. I'll stay on for about 5 minutes, guys. I'll take your questions. Do a little bit of a post-game vent here. But yeah, that was not fun to watch at all. Make sure to leave a like if you have not already. Subscribe. Not a surprising result, making struggling pitchers look like aces. Yep, Mendy's going to say Kelly was really good. Not that our bats suck so much ass. No, it's definitely the other pitcher having the outing of their lives. Yep, exactly. Why hold anybody accountable when you can't, when you just don't have to, you know? They'll hit Eduardo Rodriguez, though, right? The final today, Mets 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. As yet another offensively starved. Thoughts on Joe Beningo taking over as the manager? Hang up and listen. Listen, I think he would do a great job. I think he'd do fantastic. He's a real disciplinarian. He wouldn't take any crap from anybody. Doesn't have much experience. As a fan for 40 years, I'm used to disappointment. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've seen plenty. Got to spend 2.5 hours watching and commentating to see that product. Jesus Christ, Viento's back to normal. Hey man, what? I mean, didn't I say that last night? He's never gonna build on it because he's Vientos. Thank God Backlash was on tonight. Well, tomorrow we're back at it again. We will be live at 4 o'clock. Matt will be giving the play-by-play as I was filling in for him today. But the Mets lose here 2-1 in Arizona. Rubber match tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's watch-along stream. Make sure to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel for new episodes of the podcast after every single regular season series, as well as tuning in tomorrow for the next game at 4 o'clock p.m. Mets versus Diamondbacks, game 40 of this series. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are all in the descriptions. Let's go Mets, guys, and we will see you guys next time.